As the world faces a global pandemic, shutting down businesses and putting on pause normal routine, nature continues to thrive in remarkable places. Dolphins return to Italy's canals, wild creatures roam the empty streets, and gatherings of humans hide away in their caves. Many humans, being sociable creatures, find this lack of interpersonal contact a challenge, and forced adaptation has taken its toll. Yet humans are a remarkable and diverse species, some being given the tools to survive in isolated conditions innately. These antisocial humans we refer to as introverts. This particular species of human resists the challenges of isolation more easily and for longer periods of time than their extrovert counterparts. But just how does one deal with isolation? To answer this, let us take a journey into the natural life of an introvert. An introvert's habitat is usually limited to a small space. Here, he has nearly everything he needs within a short walk: a source of food, entertainment, and rest. The introvert's den may either be organized or messy, depending on how many, if any, other humans he shares a space with. Although most of the world runs on a daily schedule guided by the light of the sun, introverts are more nocturnal creatures. They judge time not by the hour of the day, but rather through increments of matches in League of Legends, Overwatch, or Rocket League. Introverts work during late in the evenings and play throughout the early morning, generally going to sleep mere moments before the light of dawn and resting well into the afternoon. Rousing an introvert from this hibernation is nearly impossible. Introverts tend to be scavengers and seek food whenever a nearby source has run out. In these occasions, the introvert will creep up from his den in search of food, usually at obscure times so as not to compete or interact with other humans. An introvert's diet consists mainly of pizza, peanut butter sandwiches, and loose snack foods that are readily available. Taking large portions, the introvert will eat his fill and save the rest in a nearby spot, allowing him to survive the rest of the day without need for another forage. The introvert is easy to identify by a few key physical characteristics. Most notably, they dress in garb that is usually warm, comfortable, and ill-suited for outdoor appearances. These colors are a warning sign to other more sociable humans to stay away. An introvert typically has no interest in socializing, where one must be dressed in the less comfortable but more fashionable clothes of day-to-day work and social interaction. Additionally, an introvert more often than not keeps their hair longer, so as to avoid unnecessary human interaction in the form of haircuts. Similarly, an introvert able to stay indoors for extended periods of time neglect the ritual known as shaving. Smooth faces are allowed to grow patches of hair, and already grown beards are allowed to run wild and unkempt. The more facial hair an introvert sports, the longer their isolation, and the less they care about social appearances. The behavior of an introvert is not unlike that observed in felines. An introvert will typically select a few choice individuals they enjoy the company of, and keep these fellow humans just a bit closer than arm's length. Packs are formed in these bonds and typically last for years, if not for life. Introvert packs will socialize with each other for as long as they deem suitable and part on their own terms when socializing has been satisfactory. Furthermore, humans who have not gained an introvert's trust are ignored, having little to no effect on their lives. Walking about the layers, introverts feel no obligation to interact even with humans they share the space with, only doing so if they wish, and retreating to their dens if unfamiliar humans have invaded the space. For these reasons, cats make excellent companions for introverts, and introducing a domestic feline in an introvert's den will quickly result in a symbiotic pairing. Even though the world is sometimes thrown into states of chaos, the diverse and adaptable nature of humans will see that their species will live on. While there are always games to play, beds to sleep in, and food to scavenge, the elusive introvert will make their dens and keep low in these uncertain times. Though the rest of us might miss the sunshine and socializing, we can always count on those more used to isolation to help us survive and relax.